It's day 76 of the Iran war. Off the coast of Fujairah in the United Arab Emirates, a ship has been seized. And it really illustrates the dangers that face all the ships that are backed up, waiting to go through the Strait of Hormuz, and have been backed up around here since the beginning of the war. And we have heard a lot about them, and we have heard many times mentioned that they can't go through because they don't have insurance. That is not quite right. There is insurance available that they can use and that indeed covers them. That is maritime war insurance, which kicks in when there is a war. But the reason that ships are not going through the Strait of Hormuz is not insurance. It is human life. Today, we have about 2 million seafarers in the world. People from Britain make up for slightly less than 2% of those nearly 2 million seafarers. France makes up for slightly less than 1%, the US slightly less than 3%, and Germany just over 0.5%. These are pretty small numbers. The leading countries when it comes to seafaring are instead the Philippines, China, Indonesia, Russia, India. Without them, global shipping would stall, and so would the global economy. And what is interesting is that on top of ship owners reducing the risk by not sending ships into the Strait of Hormuz, the seafarers themselves, the crews on the vessels that are stuck in the Gulf, they are trying to reduce the risks that they are exposed to. And they're doing it in a very clever way. On many vessels, the crews have changed the destination that their ship broadcasts. And that message may be something like Iraqi owner and Indian crew, or China owner and crew, Indian ship and Indian crew. And by doing that, they're trying to communicate to the Iranian authorities that their ship doesn't have any links with countries that are hostile to Iran. Now, when we look at why this should matter to anybody who is not in the Strait of Hormuz, well, it matters to the global economy, clearly, but it's also something that could be repeated elsewhere. As we speak, Donald Trump and Xi Jinping have just finished their meeting in Beijing, and the Chinese leader has warned after that meeting of conflicts and clashes involving Taiwan. Now, to cause harm to Taiwan, China would not need to invade Taiwan, which is located not too far away, but that would be an even easier way for China to cause harm to Taiwan, and that would be to blockade the Taiwan Strait. And that's something that China has already threatened to do. If China were to blockade the Taiwan Strait, not only would Taiwan be cut off, but global shipping would stall, and once again, the global economy would suffer the consequences. That is why shipping matters not just in the Strait of Hormuz, but also in the Taiwan Strait and around the world.